Hey guys, and welcome back to King Stannis Baratheon. We're at part 16 now. Really getting deep into the game. And, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of peace right now. In the last episode, though, we had a massive peasant revolt. And, right now, I suppose we just have to clean up. Kill Theo of the Hill. And restore peace to the Seven Kingdoms. So let's get on with doing that. What happened here? Who was leading this troop? Wasn't it? No, Jaime Lannister's coming up from the south. I gave Baldric and Gladden, and I think I gave Mandon Moore command of this troop, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but I think that was how I did it. And oh, okay. Yeah, you're here, and Jaime is on the flank. There we go. Lord Gunther is asking us to deal with an assassination attempt inside our realm. It's not my call, apparently. Interesting to know. I think that's because he's not my de jure vassal. Can't deal with assassination. Okay. Pay the interest. Now we'll hold here, and what we'll do is, because they actually have a decent amount of heavy infantry, but I'm going to charge in Arendelle. Catch that 5,000, and we'll wait for our reinforcements, which will come up from Winterfell. Oh, that's perfect. They're splitting off to Shadowmoor, so we can catch them a province away. And will Stark had the frog spear removed? Interesting. He's not turning into much of a fighter. Stefan's turning out real well. Oh, there he is. Skilled fighter. Stefan Baratheon. He's being taught stewardship by Renly. I have noticed the young Stefan seems to carry a lot of anger around. I don't think Stannis is a very angry person, not outwardly. So I think he's going to tell him to keep it in, be temperate. In fact, he is temperate as well. He should learn temperance, yes. And he's become wroth. He's becoming a lot like Robert, which I actually like. Like a good warrior, a wroth man. He's not strong in particular. Oh, God. I took too long with that. Okay, I'll send Stannis' force to break Stonehill to engage the major force. The other 11,000 by Mandon Moore. We'll go to Shadowmoor. More to Shadowmoor. I think it makes sense. So we'll split our troops, essentially, and just take out both the rebel forces. I don't need a corrupt septon. Thank you. Pay interest there. Okay, Lord Lucian Massey returned to court. Why was he away? Oh, the bloody flux is nearby. The weather is getting to me. Turning to the sky, I take a deep breath. The pompous soldiers of Theo have been sending their best at me, and my limbs are becoming heavier with each step I take. Oh, are they... The Starks have joined us with a host of 13,000, and we quickly routed them. My limbs are becoming heavier with each step I take. I accept any injury if it protects the Iron Throne. I get a bruised groin. I think I'll rest behind this fallen tree for a moment. So a 40% chance of bruising my groin, and I lose some prestige. I don't think Stannis is going to accept any injury, you know, never give up and whatnot. He'll rest if need be. He's a smart man. Did I bruise my groin? Don't know. Roderick wants me to deal with an assassination attempt. Oh. He is de jure, though, but it just doesn't let me. I don't know how that assassination mechanic works. But yeah, we've beaten both the peasant forces. Quickly crushed them. No! I really don't like this. Justice is a harsh mistress, and I can't love her anymore. King Stannis is no longer just. I legitimately cannot imagine a world where Stannis isn't just. First he stopped being ruthless, and now he's not even just anymore. Well, we've imprisoned him, and Theo will obviously have to take his head. Be beheaded. Ravos Greyjoy has been imprisoned by Roderick. He was Theon's son, Theon who ruled Great Vyke. So it seems the Greyjoys gave Theon's line Great Vyke. He died. In the dungeons of Roderick, his eldest son, Ravos, who's 12, now rules Great Vyke. Interesting. He rules from Pebbleton. And is rebelling. Huh. He's got a bastard sister, Meredith Pike, and another bastard, Horgan. Meryn left no kids. Asha left no one and died of gonorrhea. She was married to Uragon for a short time, and he went to the Night's Watch after losing 2 wives. Greyjoys have had an interesting little bit of background going to them. Euron Crow's Eye still rules in the Stepstones, but he's not done anything with it, which I'm very sad about. Proper leverage. Oh, yes, ask Godry. If he'll stoop out of factions, and he won't. Do not speak to me of obligations and duties. Not shocked. He's kind of a douchebag. Can still do much good. Eldest son Quellon doesn't have a leg. Huh. He's legitimized. I've noticed my master-at-arms Lucian Massey's a hard worker and that everyone seems to like him. I'm deciding between having him heighten the morale of the knights or to try and recruit more men. Heighten morale. Oh, we have another rebellion. 2,000 men in Rillwater Crossing, led by Henley. Yeah, I'll let the Starks deal with that one. I mean, it shouldn't be too much of a difficulty. You have 15,000 men there. You'll be fine. Starks are in an actual stable position, because Jocelyn's giving birth to more Starks. Benjen actually left a daughter, Lyanna Stark, who married into the Curwens. Interesting. Lyanna the Howling. She's how everything started. Ended up turning a little fat, died a natural death. After marrying Daniel Lumides, she married a Pentoshi by the name of Beleno. Interesting. She had one daughter, Lady Dorelna Lumitis, who is married to the Lord of East Andalos. And is pregnant, so Lyanna's line will continue through there. Very nice. Septon Quentin's been a Leal-enabled servant. I owe him nothing. Is what he owed the realm. Jocelyn Stark married the heir to White Harbor. So Rob's eldest child. She's had a kid, Warwick Mendeley, and another one, Hoarfrost Snow, a bastard. Well, well, well. A bastard off her husband's father. After many months of rebuilding, the ruins of Summerhall are finally resembling a habitable place once more. Many immigrants have begun flocking to this land, which means even a levy can now be supported. It's only a matter of time until the colony is complete. So it's an advanced colony. We're advancing that really well, actually. Captured Henley. So he's lost the war. He's in the dungeons of Lord Edward Stark. Deal with him as you will. Not my problem. But yeah, we're just taking a look at the great houses real quick. We talked about Rob's eldest daughter. Let's see Eddard's... Well, we've seen Jocelyn. These are the half-children. Jocelyn's married to Sir Gawain Catherine, Master of Coin, so she's married directly to the council. And they have one child, Arana Stark, who's 11. Might find her a good betrothal, not to Edwell. The Lord of the Trident, maybe? It's not a bad marriage. It's not great, but it's not bad. Lord of Blackhaven? How about the young Lord Lannister, Lord Lancel? There you go. Stark and a Lannister. Roderick has just taken Great White back. Killed Ravos Greyjoy. Maidstone's been converted. They will understand eventually. Isn't Maidstone in the Riverlands? Why was it not already... Where is it? Where's Maidstone? I could have sworn it was somewhere here. There it is, yeah. For whatever reason, it was another of the faiths. So Jaime's accepted the betrothal. And there's the young lady Cynthia, a club-footed woman. She's not married. At 17. Lord Edward Stark, the new Lord of the North, is haughty, timid, and brooding. Mission has been a success. Loras likes me more. Good job, Renly. His younger brother, Jon Stark, who is his heir. Curious and conscientious. And finally, the youngest girl, Lady Idara Stark. I could hear some sneaking around inside, and I believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered Ralph opening one of my letters. I'll teach him to be less nosy. He could use some practice reading. Interesting. Because I don't think Renly's a particularly... Stannis, not Renly. God, where's my mind today? I don't think he's a particularly cruel man, especially since he lost a ruthless trait. But I also don't ever see him really getting up to a kid and be like, oh, he could use some practice reading, haha. But he's no longer even just, so how does Stannis play this? The new Stannis? Moderation, does that maybe play into it? Diligence, so maybe he'll actually help him read? Is that what this implies, or is it just like, aha, he needs more practice reading joke? Or is he actually suggesting he'll teach him to read? Don't know. He's honest. I don't think the tyrant plays into it, because it's obviously not a character trait. It's just like a temporary kind of thing that people see him as. Celibate's guard. I really don't see anything here that would sway it one way or the other, so I'm just going to go with how we know Stannis more to be, which would be this, I think. I will teach him to be less nosy. Ralph didn't react well to my way of correcting his behavior. I fear he is even more suspicious towards me now. So I've become cruel. So Stannis in his late years is no longer just. He's no longer ruthless, but he is cruel. Worrying. For him and for me. Pay the interest. Lady Walda Tully the Monstrous married Stafford Lannister, and she's had quite a couple of kids with him. 3. Oh, okay. Lady Joyce Tully, who's the heir. Marissa Tully, who is quick. Who's the other one? Oh, she's the youngest. Crenna Rivers, the bastard. Interesting. She stands to inherit all of the Riverlands as unmarried. What is happening with the bloody flux? It seems to have not moved. Eliana Cunnington to the Royce. Yup, marriage that I want to go through. Hubert, the Tyrant of the Vale, Jon Arryn's only son, meanwhile, continues to rule. Decently enough liked by his bannermen. He's married, obviously, to Lyanna, my niece, who we'll get to in a little while as I look through the great houses. Lady Lyanna, their daughter, is their heir, and then they have Lady Diana, who has the black hair of House Baratheon as second-born. Obligated, of course, especially now that Stannis is cruel. He's not going to stand for anything. Very good. Then obviously there's the more distant kinsmen of the Arryns that I can't really go into now. I just looked at the Greyjoys, but haven't seen Roderick's direct line, I guess. Balon's in the Night's Watch, because I sent him there. He has 3 sons. Donald Greyjoy, he's a craven but zealous. Urathon, who's not really a fighter, but seems very bad, actually, for 9. And Lord Joron Greyjoy, who's 3. So Roderick's kids aren't great, really. Euron, son Quellon of the Stepstones, married to a Jinnar. According to your Master-at-Arms, Lucian Massey, the peasants of Summerhall are having frequent troubles with highwaymen and wild beasts. He suggests constructing a series of outposts along the roads of Summerhall. The peasantry would feel much safer, and it might even lead to more peasants moving to the county. A safe peasant is a productive peasant. Yeah, okay. I don't see why not. We have a ton of money. Oh, we don't have that much money. Because of the colony, probably. Huh. Vera Targaryen is gathering support. Jaime Lannister and Loras Tyrell. Okay, Jaime left, so there goes the faction being dangerous. Huh. I'll have to look into the Targaryens in a little bit. Used a favor on Renly to get the Spy Master. Okay, doesn't interest me. Who was I just looking at? The Greyjoys. I keep getting distracted. Spent the past months trying to improve your good reputation. I've sent many ravens and met with more notable nobles of the realm, and I've successfully managed to squash certain rumors about your person. Yours, Lord Renly Baratheon. Great job, Renly. I'm no longer a tyrant, now that I've actually become a cruel king. Oh, I like that. We've seen Theon's children, we've seen these two. So let's have a look at some of the other ones. We had a look just at Euron Crozar now. Prince Solar, 1-year-old. And who's his daughter? Princess Barsa, unmarried, but she's quick and attractive. Really good stats. Oh my. No, I'd want her as my kid. Probably as my heir over at Quellon. It's not great. Victarion, this reality, is married. His eldest son, Alton Greyjoy, died under suspicious circumstances. He has a bastard, Torgon Pike, who is a slow kind of idiot. He's not really a great kid. Lord Oregon, who's in the Iron Isles, or in the Night's Watch. As was Aeron. They've sent quite a couple of Greyjoys to the wall. The world is a dangerous place, and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill you. I must be careful. So now someone is trying to kill me. My liege, the construction work being done in Summerhall is coming along well under the meticulous eyes of a master builder who has taken me under his wing and is teaching me all he knows about constructing buildings. This knowledge will greatly help me in my work. Excellent. Now, you know what I'm going to do, actually. Just thought this up. First, yeah, threaten him out. See how he responds. But what I'm going to do, you are forgiven, is I'm going to imprison Godry. I don't have the ability to imprison him anymore. So what I was going to do is I was going to imprison him and execute him. Justice be damned, you know? Because I'm no longer just. But I guess if I don't have a cause to imprison him, I'm not just going to take plus 40 tyranny. Or whatever it is. Because I have to imprison him. Which, ridiculous. And then kill him. It's just a game breaker if I do that, so I can't. Tydos Waters has married the Forrester girl. Good. Good for him. In the west, Lord Jaime Lannister. Yeah, I've just done that, Roderick. Tywin Lannister died, and we saw how his kids turned out. Cersei, who died with gout and had 3 daughters. Myrcella Lannister, married to Loras. Lana Hill, the bastard, who married first a Brax and now a Crane, has 2 daughters of her own. And Mara Martell, probably the most important of Cersei's children, because she was the heir to Dorne and lost the crown of Dorne, as they actually elected an Illyrian into power, and now they rule in an elective monarchy. An elective Dorne. But yeah, she's the rightful heir of House Martell, pretty much, actually. And is probably Cersei's most important daughter. Myrcella had a lot of Tyrells, heirs to the Reach, so she's fairly valuable as well. Tywin's daughter ended up good. Jaime ended up being the heir he wanted. Married to Janissa Cunnington. You know how you turn out in this reality. He had a stillborn girl. Another girl, Lady Alyssa Lannister, is married to a 14-year-old Crane. And his son and heir, Sir Lancel Lannister, a club-footed little boy who's betrothed to a Stark. Again, I don't care about... slandering me. Expose and denounce. It's a cruel Stannis. I don't want people slandering me anymore. Stannis is done with that. Who are you trying to assassinate? Tanella Karen? Yes. But Donald has inherited the Iron Isles. I'm imprisoning her, and I'm probably going to execute her. I'm going to call her to a trial. And be cruel. Yes, allow the duel. Stannis likes it. She is accused of blackmail, a charge brought by King Stannis. Very convincing and nervous figure. Montfort shall interrogate her. His argument was so boring that many at court appeared to fall almost asleep. He made a poor case, yes, but I'll have her head on a spike nonetheless. I will personally strangle her to death. Oh god. Yeah, let's do one of the fun ones, actually. Yeah, strangle her to death. Arana is brought before you for execution. Her children are here as well. Oh, Hoster! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were a kid. Well, Hoster Bowling, Harwood Bowling, and Latin Bowling all had to watch me, so that you can make them watch as you strangle their mother to death with your bare hands. They all watch this. I shall squeeze the life from her. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. He was actually one of my more loyal vassals. Didn't seem to get a negative modifier from it, though, which is interesting. Oh, she's got the bloody flux. Oh, it's spread to the west somehow. It's interesting. And then finally got Tyrion, who obviously has lived out most of his life in a sellsword company after Tywin was able to banish him. Perenna Lannister married the Lord of... Oh, his eldest daughter actually married the Lord of Sweetport Sound. His other daughter, Alysanne, is unmarried. And then his son, Tybalt, is... He looks a lot like Tyrion. He is the spitting image of his father, another dwarf. He's a twin. It's pretty funny that the one who looks like Tyrion this time would have a twin. Trained fighter, a craven. He serves in the sellsword company as well, I guess. Renly's forcing people to join the Crown Loyalist faction. You know what, Renly? Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe. Oh, I found out who it was. You, sir, are going to die. pay the interest on behalf of my bannermen. Yeah, he's got the High Septon on my faction and everything. Can I exile him? No. Call him for a trial. Trial by combat. I don't want to give him a trial by combat. I want to say no. Can I say no? Why doesn't it let me say no? I don't want to give him the right to stand. Ah, fine. Who will fight for me? Lucian Massey. Baldric Karen. Renly. I'm not going to put Renly up. Alessander Massey, please do me justice. Face my Kingsguard. Sir Alessander steps forward. I'll stand for you, your grace. Fight well. You watch with glee. Yes, as Sir Alessander drives his sword relentlessly at Lothar Blackberry. He didn't fight himself. He picked one of his knights. A bad one. Finally striking a mortal blow and killing him. The gods have cast their judgment and Dale Stokeworth is guilty. I'm going to enjoy this. Execute him. He'll be hung, drawn, and quartered. And his young daughter, Lady Sherian Stokeworth, rules. So that's one of my main enemies. One of my main challengers to power. Not really a challenger, but one of my... how do I put this? He's one of the one of the lords who really dislikes me. Most of the lords like me. I have a couple of really big challengers, and that was Godry Faring, who has a minus 100 and is my rival. The Stokeworth, who had like minus 90. And now Raynor Cressy demands vengeance. For what? What do you want vengeance for, Cressy? What did I do to you? Must have done something. Why are you so mad? Just demanding vengeance. Was he maybe friends with the Stokeworth? Because I don't think I killed anyone in House Cressy. I can only imagine that that's what it would be. He was good friends with him, maybe, and now he demands vengeance. I don't think I've seen that be a negative modifier, though. Why do I have control of Arendelle? Are they rebelling? Fools. Okay. We've seen the Lannisters. I don't want to go into Kevin's line because they have way too many people. 2 people eloped, got married without anyone's consent. Gladden Balling and a Karen. I don't much care. That's their own problem. So we'll have a look at the Tyrells. Lord Loras Tyrell, the one they call the Meek. His eldest son, Lord Lucas Tyrell. He's a really good fighter, actually. Cruel boy, but a fighter. At 16, he's unmarried. Lady Arwen Tyrell, who is brave and betrothed to the Cunnington boy. Heir to the Griffin's Roost. Laurent Tyrell, second in line to the Reach. Pretty decent as well. Lady Marcella Tyrell, who is a twin. And Lady Rylene. Good group of kids, Loras says himself. Garland, meanwhile, is married, but he's been in the dungeons for most of his life. Osmond Tyrell is married to Cat. He married Catelyn Tully. Huh. Of course, that gave you no kids, but, you know. Yeah, I don't care about sexual preferences. Stannis is progressive. He's not dealing with that stuff. Willis did have a daughter, Lady Mina Tyrell, who is married to Stefan. When did this happen? Stefan became honorable, just slothful. Damn it, boy. Get back. What? Renly. Who's the Septon? He's ruined the kid. She has cancer, though, but is 16 and is married to the heir to the Stormlands. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty good marriage, all things considered. She has cancer. And Loras has unmarried daughters that you could probably have gone to. You know. In the Stormlands, Renly Tyrell. Renly Baratheon, not Tyrell. Oh, God. Married to Adela Vickery. He has one son, Stefan Baratheon, who will inherit the Stormlands and likely the Iron Throne. Don't need you. And finally, in Dorne, in power are the Illyrians, led by Quentin Illyrian, his daughter, Lady Emmeline, has grayscale, and Lord Gascoigne, who is the heir to Vaith, not the expected heir to Dorne. That appears to be Lady Ladybright, or Lord Ladybright, I guess. Quentin Ladybright, where is that? It's one of the High Lordships for sure, but, is it here, around here? On the right? Well, now I'm interested on who the Lord of Ladybright is. Scorched Rock. This guy is predicted to inherit Dorne, really? Okay. A young artist is working on a divine icon of the warrior, the aspect of the seven representing strength and battle. He needs a sponsorship to finish it so he can place it in our own sept. I pray for courage. I don't think Stannis prays. Liesa of Widow's Watch has declared Widow's Watch war for Lord Harrion's claim. Who's Harrion? Because that sounds like a Karstark. It's a very Karstarky name. Have a look. North. Claimants. Harrion Karstark, the Lord of Karhold, is trying to take the North. He's actually fighting for the king. Or for the Lord of the North. An alliance with the Lord of Rosby. Ask politely. Oh, get right there, God. Who is fighting against him? So he's got... Of the major lords, he has Lords Glover. He has the Hill Clansmen. He has Lord Karstark. He has whoever the Lord of the Dreadfort is, because it's not Lord Bolton anymore. Or did he give him back? No. Lord Whitehill, who's a major lord apparently now. Lord Risewell? Yeah, he's still a big lord there. What appears to be... Yeah, Lord Tam is still... And Lord Flint. So those are the major lords fighting for House Stark. Against him, though, he has Widow's Watch, Last Hearth, Barrowlands, and White Harbor. So he has the Dustins, who have around 1,300 men. Okay. The Manderleys are going to be the most troubling, with 2.8 thousand. So that's around 4,000 between these two. Widow's Watch, who leads the rebellion, has 1.7. So that's around 5.7 thousand. And finally, the Lord of Last Hearth, Lord John Umber. The Small John. Yeah, this is the Small John. And he has an extra 3,000 men. So it seems the rebels have around 9,500 men on their own. The Starks should be able to deal with this rebellion. I don't think Stannis is going to interfere. Not my place. Not Stannis' place. He doesn't want to get involved. Not right now. Let's let things play out a bit. Ed will not died, beheaded, and Lord Stark has direct control of that. Finally, this is what I forgot I was going to look at. Yeah, finally, House Targaryen. Okay. Is another major house to look at. They have 6 members. They've actually done a good job. Did she have any kids? No, not Rhaela. She ended up having no one. Okay. So you have Rhaenys Targaryen, who's died now of pneumonia, but she married Sir Corwin, a Westerosi Valyrian knight, then went on to marry Sir Aegon, a Westerosi Valyrian knight. She had a total of 5 children. Her eldest, Aelyares Waters, the bastard, is married to Sir Jacelyn, a Westerosi Valyrian knight, matrilineally, so their kids will be of her bastard house. Vaela Targaryen, a true-born Targaryen, her eldest child, and because she only has daughters living, her eldest true-born, strong claim to the throne on her, as she comes from Rhaegar's line. Unmarried, has a very ugly hair lip, but seems very mediocre traits too. And finally, the young Vaera Targaryen, who's quite the fighter, lunatic, being taught by Viserys. She's 12 and unmarried. If you believe in the whole matrilineal line, or that Rhaegar's line is stronger, then they would be the strongest claimants. But Viserys is the male heir of Aerys, I suppose. Married to Lyanna, he has 2 kids. Shaera Targaryen, who's turned out quite well for 12. And Orys Targaryen, a genius boy. Oh, God. I don't like that. He's being taught by a Septon. They are a threat to me, these Targaryens. They always are. Parman Hastewick's been imprisoned. Good. Always good to see them take away my enemies. Stefan's become zealous. He's turned out really interesting. Look at him. He's like a mustachioed Robert. Robert had a full beard. This boy can only grow a mustache. I like him. Looks cool. Our time and investment has finally paid off. The colony in Summerhall is complete. It is now a fully self-sufficient domain of the realm as it once was many years ago. Excellent. It seems we didn't get a dragon egg off Summerhall, which is a shame. That's an event I think you can get from colonizing it, though I haven't gotten in ages. If ever, actually. Not the Kingdom of the Crownlands. I wanted to see the Kingdom of Summer, the High Lordship. Oh, it's just part of King's Landing. Okay. So yeah, Stannis needs to raise a new lord. Trustallion? I don't know what's going on with these bastard last names, because they used to be just really bad last names that made no sense. I love what they're doing with bastard last names. He's a Bracken bastard, and he called himself Trustallion. Oh, that's really good. Can I find a horse for you? Find a horse. A lot of unicorns and the like. There's the prancing stag of House Baratheon. Don't see any horses, though, which is odd. You'd think there'd be some that aren't unicorns. If not, I might just leave his original sigil as is. Just wanted to give him this little courtesy of inversing the Bracken sigil, but I guess I can't. I guess there simply isn't the option. Oh, there we go. I'll leave it like that real quick so I can have a look at the Bracken sigil. Red on yellow on brown. Okay. And it's this one. And I guess we make it a red background and a yellow stallion. Not quite the same shades, but yeah. House Trustallion. He inverts the colors. And there you go. I was thinking of giving him the lordship of Summerhall because he's my only friend. Let's do that. Let's give the Trustallions something. Why not? They'll be lords of Summerhall. Lord Titus Waters of Summerhall. How he has risen. You can collect taxes. There you go, the colony is finished. And I think we'll end this episode here. Closed out the peasant rebellions, gotten a colony going, and we did a quick little review of where all the great houses are, which I think is always good in a series. At a certain point you have to check what's happened to the original houses. But there's also a big rebellion going on in the north, which the Starks seem to be holding on to. They've beaten the Umbers apparently, but only gathered 7,000 of their men together, and the Umbers are retreating to this group of rebels. Could be bad for them. Have to see you in the next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.